Brahma's Sutta, the son of Brahmaji, the creator, who got the instructions directly from the creator himself, not an ordinary Swami, an ordinary guru. They might have misunderstood it. But Brahmaji, the creator, could not have, because he is nothing but the Brahman himself expressing through the total vasanas. And from him who is the author of the Vedas, from him directly from the horse's mouth, his own son got it. And because of his son, the father is very sincere to teach him. So authentic. It is not far-fetched. No misunderstanding could have happened. And that Sanat Kumar, he had declared that this self-forgetfulness in a spiritual seeker, to forget him who is in your own heart, that sense of holiness is lost in you, is the greatest death, the death of the spiritual man in you. Once that spiritual entity in you is dead, you are a two-legged animal. You may be intelligent, but that intelligence is only in analyzing and trying to study that which is never there. It is something like writing the autobiography or the horoscope or the ghost in the post. These are not there when you wake up into the higher state of consciousness, and yet you are studying technology. What are you doing? Studying the universe. Where is the universe? That I don't ask. Universe is there. When? When I am awake. When you are dreaming, another universe. In deep sleep, no universe. Then what are you teaching and what are you studying? So though you are intelligent, among the other living beings he is the highest, but that intelligence is misused, abused, in only analyzing and understanding that which is never there in the three periods of time, the world of matter. It is there so long as you are in the lower planes of consciousness. As a waker, there is a world. As a dreamer, there is a world which may be contradicting what is happening in the waking world, but in deep sleep state, you are there, no doubt, but you are conscious of nothing. So the world of plurality is the field of investigation and study for the intelligence of the human being. Beyond the intelligence is the self, the consciousness that illumines, that brings into your awareness, that shines upon all your thoughts and conclusions. Thoughts and conclusions are only of the intellect. These are all known by the consciousness. The consciousness in you is the self, the subject. And the thoughts of the intellect and their conclusions are all objects of awareness. So to forget this sense of holiness, analyze and understand that I am the divine, maintain that idea, though at this moment artificially. Just as the son of a doctor will always play the game of, I am the doctor, you are the patient, lie down. He is playing only. But we encourage him. Why? Slowly, slowly, that samskara will create, and later on he will say, I want nothing but to become a doctor and destroy everybody. I want to be a doctor. In the same way here, he said, this Forgetfulness is the death itself to you.
प्रमादादनर्थोऽन्यः ज्ञानिनः स्वस्वरूपतः ततो मोहस्ततोऽहं धीः ततो बन्धस्ततो व्यथा.
So that what is wrong with it? Supposing I don't remember it, what is wrong? The collapse of the individual and his inner peace. If once you lose hold of it, what will happen is being explained. The same idea but more exhaustively expounded. Na pramadat anartho anya asti. Like pramad, self-forgetfulness, carelessness of ours and forgot it. There is no greater tragedy that can happen in life than pramad. A drunken fool is driving the car may be very costly and powerful, but he is drunk. And therefore waves of pramad comes to him. He forgets that he is on the road, that he is driving. He sleeps. And his hold on the steering wheel goes. When he becomes conscious, he will be in the hospital line. Then he has to ask everybody, "Ye kaisa hua? Kya hua tha?" He himself doesn't know. Pramad. Once you give up that concept of the higher, the divine in you, your relationship with it, meaning you are that divine, once that hold is gone, you become an animal. You know no love or kindness or tolerance or mercy or understanding, nothing. You become just like any mad dog running about all over, not knowing where it is going, jumping at everything and biting everybody, poisoning everyone. Hi. The community and the society will have to run after that dog and kill the dog for the safety of the community members. Is it not like a mad dog that you will run about if you are living only totally on ego and its endless selfish desires? So pramad, for self-forgetfulness, forgetfulness of the divine touch in you, the spiritual entity in you, is, there is no anartha, tragedy, calamity, anya, there is no other greater calamity that can happen to you. To whom? Jnanina, to those who are cultured, educated people. The other are all animal human beings. There are vegetable human beings, stone human beings, animal human beings. To them, we have to suffer because they must be given enough time to evolve. They have not yet fully evolved. They have become a human in structure, but in their mental quality and intellectual ability, some of them are at the level of the stone, not conscious at all. Then become like a plant, water and food. And it will stand where it is standing, where it is born, and just grow fatter and fatter. Some fruits might come. He is not responsible for it. The fruit may be sour or sweet, he is not responsible for it. And he doesn't care, he doesn't know that there are fruits. You can pluck it and take it. Who takes it, it doesn't matter. All the time he is only thinking of water, sunlight and food. Bas. Are there not people like that in your own family? One uncle is of that type, stone type. The other uncle is tree-like. And the third, your elder brother, sheer animal. Isn't it? No kindness, no tolerance, no mercy. All you want is only its own selfish desires fulfilled. Like, how few are among human beings also who have got humane qualities. Compassion, love, tolerance, mercy, kindness, love. How few. So a jnani, one who is consciously wanting to live the higher life, not as a slave to your own ego and your own sensuality, the mind, and catering to them, but who had the courage and heroism to say no to the body and the mind and live the righteous life. Chudasya dhara Nishita. So Swamiji, make it whatever that is the line. Churasya dhara nishita duratyaya durgam padastat kavayo vadande. Long, long ago you had Kathopanishad when you were young. You remember? Thus this path is a narrow path to live the righteous life. Temptation will come from right and left to pull you down to sensuality, an immediate pleasure, not bliss. So there is no other greater calamity that you can come, anartha, than pramad, inadvertence. Janina swaswarupataha, one who is wanting to live that swaswarupa, your own true nature, the higher state of consciousness. To such an individual, there is no greater danger that can come in life, greater calamity than self-forgetfulness. What does it matter? I do my 3 hours of meditation in the morning, 2 hours in the evening. Swamiji, bahut hai. What is wrong in between? I forget. Once you lose your hold upon, you are striving to reach the peak of evolution. You are scrambling on the sides of the mountain of success. And at that time, hey, a moment, I forgot that I must hold. What will happen? Next moment, you need not worry. Isn't it? Newton will do everything. 32 feet per second, with acceleration, your son of your father will come down. And when you strike the ground, again Newton's law, action and reaction are equal and opposite. Whether the stone will break or you will break, it depends. Nobody can save you then on the path. Either you don't start mountaineering, stay on the ground, there is no danger. But if you are going up jnanina swaswarupataha, such an individual, if he loses hold, it is a greatest tragedy. Tato moha. Once that hold is gone, the sense of holiness is gone. Moha start coming in. Delusory misconceptions come in. Tato ahamdhi. From there, once the mind has projected, you identify with the body, mind and intellect, and your ego is crystallized. Ahamdhi. Now forgot which God or whose God. There is no God, only me. I. And when once you have got I, what is your idea? What can I eat now? What can I think now? What can I? Sensuous pleasures. Tato bandhas tato vyatha. You get bound by your own cocoon of thoughts. Constant worry and anxiety, how to get what I have not got, how to get rid of what I have which I don't like. It goes on. And in this anxiety you identify with it. From morning till evening you have forgotten your divine nature. You are being conditioned by, kicked by, persecuted by your own thoughts. Nobody else is worrying. You yourself create your own thoughts and you paint the world with the quality of thoughts that you are entertaining. And vyatha, sorrows got one after another. Son died, husband died, wife died, money gone, money came. Think, sorrow after sorrow. Look at the life of the Ravana. Material success. I don't think that any other human being can even hope for that much of material success. And after all that success, what a life he had. One by one, all his people dying one by one, only because of his ego. And in that ego, in the delusory misconception that I want Sita and I will not allow her to go. Surrender Sita. His wife told him, his uncles told him, his ministers told him, he destroyed them all. I will not, I will not. Why? It is I. That ego comes. There afterwards, because running after pleasure, it goes on. With all your wealth and all the power and all the glory that that was Ravana, with all his devotion to Lord Shiva, the amount of tapas that he has done, everything wiped out. Why? He is not recognizing them. He has forgotten all that. All that he remembers is, Sita did not come to my bed. Full stop. What a tragedy. The brothers died one by one. His own son died. His own ministers died. His own commander-in-chief died. One by one. Vyatha. And he can't sleep properly. He is afraid. So too comes afraid, afraid, afraid. Of what? His own thoughts. Vyatha will come. Once you have gone astray from that ideal, that identification with the true self in you, the ego rises. Thereafterwards the ego persecutes you with its delusory misconceptions of the world outside and your likes and dislikes, your attachments with the world of objects outside.
विषयाभिमुखं दृष्ट्वा विद्वांसमपि विस्मृतिः विक्षेपयति धीदोषैः योषाजारमिव प्रियम्.
Vishayabhimukham drishtva. The moment your mind becomes Vishaya Abhimukha, turn your attention to sense objects of pleasure. The pluralistic world of plurality. Once your attention is gone out, you saw somebody else has got Kerala dress. How nice it is. You never had your Shanti peaceful because 120 saris are hanging all around. You are all right. Suddenly, so Onam, and these people are beautiful. Once you turn out, no meditation. You cannot enjoy the saris that you have got. Why? All the time. What is the use? That Kerala dresses. Kerala dress. Nitya, Nirandara, Akhanda, Dhyana. On what? On that object. Kerala dress, Kerala dress. You don't understand that how many thousands of Kerala girl ladies are worried about, I have no saris, or I have not got that Punjabi dress. The Muslim style. Once your mind goes out, then you are pagal, crazy. And later on you sit back and say, why did I worry about it? Waste, but by the time you have wasted a part of your life. Beautiful house. I want a house like that. Beautiful horse, wonderful car, new car. We want that car, that motorcycle. What an amount of noise it creates. Everybody in the street will look forward just to see me going. They are not looking at you. They are wondering, what is this sound coming? Everywhere the same. You see there? I want that. I want this. I want. Vishayabhimukha. When the mind turns its attention to the world of objects, she is so enchanting. Maya, I want to see that. Yeah, I want it. Nothing else will satisfy you except you get that object of pleasure. Vidvamsa. No, he's not an idiot like you and I. We are stupid when we see I want it. Like any animal, any monkey or any bird, whenever he sees a fruit, doesn't know what it is all about, runs there, sour, so runs to another place. Similarly, we also jump at all objects. But vidvamsa, those who have studied the Upanishads and the Gita, and they are practicing, they are advising everybody that sensuous world is empty, don't turn away, but to Paramananda. And everybody listened to him. What knowledge, what erudition, what scholarship. Even such people, once their attention turns outward, vismriti, they forget immediately their divine nature. When the mind is turned towards him, he is spiritual, peaceful, blissful. That bliss and peace increases moment to moment. Infinite. But at that time, if you turn outward, a Mahatma in a kutia hut with only a lengoti, nothing to call as his own, regularly sadhana going on in the Ganga Kinare. All that he possessed was another lengoti, so that when he washes, he can dry up and slowly in his kutia, a couple of rats came and they multiplied. And there is nothing in the house, but it takes away this this lengoti. The Swami is tired of running after this rat and saving the... Therefore, he consulted the villagers. Kya kare, mere ko pata nahi. Said, "Hey, Swamiji, ek cat, keep a cat." Rats will run away. So he brought a cat from the village and kept it there. Now the cat needs milk. So he is tired of going to the village and asking, "Thoda milk." What is it? Billi hai, billi ke liye. And the villagers are saying that billi ke liye, ghar jaake doodh lete, doodh hi pite honge. One villager got tired of this man, billi milk. And the bachche logon ko bhi कहने लगे, billi ananda aa rahe hain. So he thought, no, that is very bad for the children. Samskara. He said, I go, Swamiji, ye gai ko le jao. He said, that is good. because every day to go and try for milk is all right. He brought the cow. So cow is to give milk to the cat. Cat is to destroy the rats. Why am I allowing right? To save that lengoti, extra one lengoti. When the cow came, he started going to the village. Thoda ghas de do, ghas mere cow. The cow needs grass. The cow needs straw. Straw in it. Then इसको तो तेरा पानी, तेरा मैंने इनको पानी देने के लिए एक बर्तन. And I go water there. Then I found that no, that is alone will not do because it is not giving milk enough. And its winter is coming. Slightly warm up water there to peeing. Then what am I to do? For that, warming up. For that, see, fuel चाहिए, burn करने. Fuel then बारिश आ गया. जरा extend करेंगे ये कुटिया. And the गाय को भी. So गौशाला हो गया, kitchen हो गया. I mean, what is that? The fuel is to be kept safely in the rain, and therefore safe हो गया. बिल्ली, उसको milk देना है, milk pot है, that pot washing, that one, the cow to be looked after, the cow dung to be removed. In short, there is no time for meditation. It is at that time devotees come from the local. And a devotee comes to look after the Swami. And as a seva bhav, she cleans the house. What her ultimate intention, we don't know. The poor Swami is honestly thinking, bhakta hai, seva bhav hai, kar lo. There are pani, jala, upal do, garam karo, pani garam kiya. Gai ko de do, gai ko de diya. There are shed trees, saaf kar liya. And gai ka दूध निकाल दो, दूध निकाल दिया. And there are warm karke, billi ko de do, billi ko de diya. Long ago, the rats have disappeared. You see? Think of that, how the situation, one after another. The poor man ultimately. And that lady, every evening she goes, cleaning everything, she goes to her home and come back in the morning and clean the place, cook the food, and the Swami and she takes it, and in the night after that she goes. One day like this, rain. अरे देखो ये बारिश है तो बारिश में क्या जाना है, तुम तो वही कमरा में सो जा, हम तो यहाँ सो गए. All because one extra lengoti. Any possession you keep, Maya will create one after another, demands after demand. This is the nature of the world. Therefore, Vidvamsa, even though you are a Vidwan, wise man, read Upanishads, everything, not only that, but I am teaching others also, and they are glowing up, all that, but in case your mind loses its contact with the higher and turn outward, is it Vismriti, you forget it. And thereafter, Vikshepayati dhi doshai. Because of the dosha, the weaknesses and evil tendencies of the intellect, meaning negative vasanas, therefore negative desires, and those desires in order to fulfill and quieten the mind and fulfill, you act on the world outside. Dhi doshai vikshep agitations come, jaramiva priyam, and thereafter you are persecuted as a jara purusha is getting persecuted by jara purusha. Jara purusha is a secret lover of a woman. The woman has got a healthy home and a loving husband, etc. And then she, over the fence or over the wall, met another man with a mustache. Slowly. So the secret lover of a woman is constantly persecuted by that woman, because that woman knows that he is a useless fellow. He is putty in my hand. I can turn it into any shape you like. Thereafterwards, that man, because of his fascination for that woman, the woman persecutes him and he silently suffers. Similarly, once you have lost sight of that, your mind persecutes you. You may be the infinite Brahma Tattvamasi Bhavayatmani, Brahman I am, Brahman alone, I am Brahman alone. But your mind says, yes, you may be Brahman, but now dance. Now what about this? What about that? Yes, yes. So that you will be persecuted continuously, even if you are a very wise man. Therefore, khabardar. Careful. But careless, you can slip back again into misery, and misery from which you want to come out. Even though you are moved forward, you can slip back again.
यथापकृष्टं शैवालं क्षणमात्रं न तिष्ठति आवृणोति तथा माया प्राज्ञं वापि पराङ्मुखम्.
So then with an example he is trying to prove it, or drive home that idea, nail that idea to the student's understanding. Yatha prakrishtham shaivalam. Shaivala, moss. In the waters of tanks in the villages, you find the moss is developing. If the water is not always used and still waters, moss comes. The moss is born out of the waters, no doubt. They are all round, chlorophyll-filled leaves. It's a living plant and a little beard-like roots. And the root takes the water from the water, and the leaves take the sunlight from the pot, and they grow. And they multiply enormously. And if you go there, you can't see the water because they spread totally on the top. If you want to use the water, you have to put the hand in and shake. And if you shake, the moss will move away. You can take the water, enjoy a hunger and clean yourself. It is very cool water. Where there is moss, then the water is very cool, because in a tropical climate, the tank water is also get warmed up because the sun's heat is so much, 36, 32. So then it is very hot, warm water. So it is cool, comfortable. It consoles the traveler if you remove it, and you can get that clean water. In unclean, dirty, muddy water, the mosses never grow. This kind of green mosses won't grow. So where there is a green water, green moss, we know that the water is clean. Now, though you remove the shaivalam, the moss, prakrishtam, removed, slightly moved on. Yatha, just as prakrishtam chaivalam, ksanamatram natishtani. Once you remove it, don't think that it's just removed and then standing there. No! By the time you come out of the tank, they have again come and closed. No doubt, it's not any strain. It goes quickly by turning or making the hand run. It goes, no doubt. You can very easily, without effort, remove it. But within a short time, ksharamatra, even a minute, it will not stay there. It will again come and close. From this example, he explains, avrunodi tatha, similarly, maya. Avrunodi again covers the clean waters of the self in you. By maya, by the non-apprehension, the misapprehensions. Non-apprehension of the intellect and the consequent misapprehensions of the mind which projects that world of plurality. Maya, prajnam vavi parangmukham. And even a prajna, even a highly educated and cultured and erudite scholar who is an authority of the scriptural textbooks, he may be a mullah or a brahmin or a priest, whoever he be, the moment that hold is gone, maya as before comes. Desires rise, agitation start. To quieten the agitation, you sweat and toil physically. To acquire, to possess, to gain and to embrace and indulge the objects of your pleasure. Back again into the world. Knowledge is there. Oh Maharaj, why are you doing this? You are all renounced. हाँ जी, क्या करे, माया तो ऐसी है, शादी हो गया. ओ महाराज, पहले भी शादी था, वो क्या है, क्या पता है, वो तो वैराग्य में छोड़ दिया. यहाँ ये क्या शादी की, अभी हम सुना कि आप शादी किया. क्या करे महाराज, प्रारब्ध. If you follow his psychology behind, you will find he lost sight of his steady sadhana. Though he had removed all these, and he has started steadily contemplating, but he cannot. Why? The Shaivala again came back. Again he was as stupid as before the study of scripture. So that told you, Brahmachari, Upanishad, khatam. Ishavasya, finished. Gita, almost over. Now nobody need to worry about Gita. We have finished it. No, my dear. By merely studying, nothing will stay on. You have to be steady, alert, vigilant at all times. The moment the mind goes out, back again, Shaivala has come. The water cannot be seen, and it looks like the sun is no more reflected in it. Everything is gone. Therefore, constant vigilance is the price that you pay for your continuous and steady spiritual progress.
Lakshyachutam chetyadi chittamishad चित्तमीषद् बहिर्मुखं सन्निपतेत् ततस्ततः प्रमादतः प्रच्युतकेलिकन्दुकः सोपानपङ्क्तौ पतितो यथा तथा
Mark that verse. It's very, very expressive. It can save you in your life. Lakshya Chutam. Chutam, fallen away from your lakshya, your goal. Maybe material goal, doesn't matter. Commercial goal. Whatever be the goal in your life, to be the greatest scientist, greatest politician, or to become the greatest businessman, maybe goal. Keep the goal. The moment your eyes or your attention from the goal is gone, you can blast all hopes and all the achievements that you have made up till that date. How many are businessmen, politicians? They come into it saying that saving the society, working toward it. That politician comes there and that goal goes away from the mind, and others come to you with packets, handbags full of 500 rupee notes. तो क्या सोचा है यहीं रखो, चले जाओ. I will see to it. See? What has happened to you? When turned out. That is why the rich businessman has got beautiful houses built upon beautiful mountains and a beautiful cooker there and a beautiful garden there. Like MP. आपको जाना हो तो चलो, but the ticket, I have got an extra ticket here, I will give you, and you can fly there and go. And my car will come and take you from the airport to that. You stay there for some time, take your family also. So he thinks, yes, family wanted a holiday and all that. Yeah. The fellow is been, Benaya, unko. Maska lagaya. The fellow has his freedom gone, everything gone. He is a slave now. Now the Sethji only phones up. Ye karo! Suna! Ye karna! And make him do everything for his benefit. Injustice, galore, pleasure. Send him a bottle or two. My nephew, when he was coming from New York, he brought it. But I don't use it, you know it, sir. So I just sending you. Meaning, you are a drunkard, so you drink. He is happy. How nice, thank you. The next day, sign where I want you to sign. And he has to do it. See that? How that politician who entered there with the highest ideals in his mind. He may be Mr. Swami, can be purchased. Lakshachudam ched. In case your goal, your vision of the goal, you slip from it even an iota. Compromise with it. Edi chittam ishad. A little. If your thoughts run away from your goal. Thereafter, behirmukham, your mind becomes extrovert. You are no more interested in the business that you are doing. You are interested in the club or extrovert, the entertainments outside. Behirmukham sannipate tatat tata. The moment your attention is gone from your goal, the mind cannot remain without some field to function. It's a dynamic thing. It needs some object. If the object of his attention is the higher, well and good, or it will go into the sense objects. There is no other way. A Brahman, now fallen in bad times, but he has got a guru. And he went to the guru and demanded, Maharaj, wo mantra mere ko batao, that mantra you give me, by which I can control a mighty power, he will do all that I want to achieve for me. Maharaj said that now you have got now at least a house on your shoulder, you have a roof over your head and enough to eat, that will do. No Maharaj, no Maharaj, Daya karo, please, please, please. Day and night the fellow comes and then he insists upon the mantra, the mantra, the mantra. The teacher said, it is not good, you will be in trouble, it is not good. Maharaj, I want such a... Until at last one day, to save himself from this pestilence, he said, Rah! And he advised. I am not loudly saying because to save you all. Mantra was given. And he said, 1 crore. You repeat it. He will come. Then you can do it. So, okay. He went and day and night sit down for about 20, 21 days. Within 3 weeks' time, he finished. And completed the number. Siddhi he gained. And on the 21st day, when he was doing the last of the bead, boom! In front of him, a huge, round, healthy guy came with no neck. You see? He thought that it must be the weightlifting champion. Yes, sir. What do you want? So he asked, will you do all that I ask you to do? Sir, I will do, but on one condition. I don't want Sunday rest. I don't want a casual leave. I don't want any pay. I will do all that you want to say, but only one thing. You must give me enough work, day and night. If I have nothing to do, I will eat you. This is all. He said, Ajkal labor is so much persistent, they won't work at all. By 4 p.m. they'll run away, and they must be given food and the tea and the coffee and their money and... This is very, very good. Okay, he said. And he has got the ancestral property, about 8 acres land around his house, and people were crossing and recrossing his own courtyard because there was nothing to stop him and he can't afford it. He said, Dekho, in that yonder mountain are the stones. Do you see that? Yes. With that stone, you build a wall round this 8-acre land, about 9 feet high. Yes, sir. And the fellow put his pan box and started taking pan. By the time he finished putting lime upon the leaf, the fellow came. Now what am I to do? What? Go ahead, don't waste my time. Go and build the wall. Wall being built. What? And when he looked, 9-acre land, the wall has already come. Now what can I do? अभी खाना ले आओ. Immediately. ये बर्तन सब मांझो. मांझ लिया. मुसीबत. चलो पीछे पीछे से ये old dilapidated building, pull it down and we will try to build up a better building. Yes, sir. He went into the backyard. The backyard has already fallen down, and where he was sitting, there is a shaking. Slow pieces are falling down. He ran out and the building collapsed. Remove them all! Removed. Build a house! Yes, sir. House built. Furnish it, furnished. Anything you say, like Aladdin's wonderful lamp, the genie, the genie does it. That is also. And he comes. Why? Mouth watering, because this Brahmin can be eaten. Now he did not know what to do. He got everything. All built by one afternoon, mind you. Not Ram Kripalani. It took 4 days now. He is a genie. Ram Kripalani is only a devotee, but he is a genie. Ram Kripalani is not going to eat me, but the work will never be finished. You understand? He said, Acha, mere piche aa jao. He ran to the Guru, and this fellow behind, prostrated. Guru, trahimam, pahimam, protect me. What is the mantra now by which he can be sent out? Beta, you will be in trouble. You will never be able to save it. He will eat you up. Oh my God. The Guru, is always Dayalu. Daya Sindhu. He said, all right, Buddhu. I told you that. Come here. Again. And the Brahmin was so happy. Maharaj, you have saved me. This is called wisdom. I'll do it. He got up. Hey, mere piche aa jao. Went back. Sat down in front of his marble steps and said, Dekho, go and bring me a steel round pole about 25 feet tall. Yes, sir. He went. PWD, tunes are there. One less, they will not notice it at all. Is it? Dekho, the front gate hai na, uska middle, beach mein, before the porch, in the center. Dig a hole dug. Fix it up. Strengthen it, strengthened. Yes, sir. Now, you do one thing. Go up the pillar. The top, he said, yes, reach it here. Come on, come down. And you stay on there like that, going up and coming down, going up and coming down. It is a work. The work will never be ended. So whenever the Pandit wants him, he say, hey, come, make my food, make my bed, bring the food, wash it, clean and keep it there, go to the post, go up and down. He's got perpetual work. This story is often told by the rishis or by the Mahatmas in Rishikesh and others to make you understand that this mind is this terrible monster. He cannot remain a moment without doing anything. If you employ him, he will do that. If you don't employ him, he will destroy you. Then what can I do? How can I give you employment all the time? Simple. Whenever the mind has nothing to do for you as per your instructions, there's nothing to do, then start chanting. What? Jati niti kula gotra lopa. Tell the mind, repeat it. Finished, repeat again. Repeat again. And whenever you have got work to do in the world, mind, pull it out. Stop it. Now do this work. After that work, jati niti kula. Tattvamasi atmaya atmani. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Hold the mind in that spiritual thing. Use the mind for your purposes of the world outside, in fulfilling your dharmas, your responsibilities and duties in the world outside. But whenever it is quiet, don't allow it to rot in idleness, but let him immediately be employed. Thus, in case your mind slips away from your goal, Behirmukham sannipate tatastata. That very moment, the mind becomes extrovert. And extrovert, there will be always objects in front of you to smile at you and to enchant you. And thereafter, you have forgotten all spirituality. And this fall, once you slip and fall, it's very, very difficult to get back the mind. It takes years for you to control the mind back again. Therefore it says, pramadata prachuta keli kanduka. Keli play. Kanduka ball. So a play ball, a game ball, a rubber ball that you play with, pramadata, not that you wanted it, but accidentally, unknown to you, it slipped from your hand. Pramadata prachutam, chutam fallen, prachutam prakashena fallen from your hand. A rubber ball, a play ball. Somana pantau. Where did it fall down? Not in the house, in the room. Somana pantau. In a staircase of 200 steps, let us say. In Delhi, there is a place. And they go, the youngsters go up all these 200 steps. And from the top they fall down. They jump out with a chit in their pocket. Why? I feel that I have not done examination well. I will fail, therefore. Daddy, mummy, bye-bye. Committing suicide. Next day the newspaper comes. That fellow is first in first. He wasted his chance. So now that steps are not, that place is not open. There is a policeman there. कहाँ जा रहे हैं? ऊपर जा रहे हैं? क्यों? जल्दी नीचे आने का विचार है क्या? Have you any plan to jump? And if he feels doubtful of that boy, चलो, हुक्म नहीं है. You have no permission to go. The police is now holding the place. In that Somana Panktu, 200 steps, if a rubber ball accidentally, not you wanted it, but unconsciously, it fell. When the ball falls on step number 3, if you jump at that time, maybe you may get the ball. But before you realize the ball has fallen and fallen on the staircase, it jumps next time 12th steps. Next one will be 59th step. Try, catch the ball. Never can you catch. Until at last it goes to the lowest. And then there it madly runs left and right and back and forth and bumps upon all the 4 walls and loses its momentum and lies down peacefully. Where? Down on the floor, below the first step. See? Somana pankto padhito yatha tatha. Just as a ball, one slipped from your hand, not deliberately, accidentally. But it is fallen on the staircase. You can never retrieve that ball. It bumps and bumps and bumps and goes down and down alone. And it will end only in the very bottom of the staircase. Similarly, if your mind, once it slips away from that higher tone, the remembrance of the Lord, the concept of the higher reality, or whatever your goal is, a materialistic goal also, a little you look at it, it starts jumping out. And thereafterwards, to pull back the mind back again to the higher goal, it becomes difficult. This is the secret of all great achievements. Once you got it, no other thought in your mind, that and that alone, then you achieve. Thus, here, lecture Chudam once more.
लक्ष्यच्युतं चेत्यदि चित्तमीषत् बहिर्मुखं सन्निपते ततस्ततः प्रमादतः प्रच्युत केलिकन्दुकः सोपानपङ्क्तौ पतितो यथा तथा लक्ष्यच्युतं चेत्यदि चित्तमीषद् बहिर्मुखं सन्निपते ततस्ततः प्रमादतः प्रच्युत केलिकन्दुकः सोपानपङ्क्तौ पतितो यथा तथा